Welcome to all viewers. Today I am going to talk about everyday work related diaries. If it is in present tense, past tense, or future tense. So let's come and begin the class. Present tense, simple sentences for everyday work diary. I get up 6 o'clock in the morning. I brush my teeth. I take a bath at 6:30 and get ready by 7. I have breakfast at 7:50. I usually have dosa and coffee for my breakfast. I read the newspaper for half an hour. I go to my office by bus at 9 a.m. From 10 to 6 I am at my office. Between 1:30 to 2 I have my lunch. I return home at 6:30, wash my face and freshen up. Then I take rest for a while. At 7, my mother gives me snacks and coffee. Then I go to Vijayanagar to meet my friend Mohan and we play carom board. Later I get back by bus, have a shower and relax for some time. At 9:30 I watch the English news on TV. At about 9:45 I have dinner. I don't watch TV after my dinner. After dinner, I spend some time with my parents. After, I check my emails and messages. Afterwards, I write my diary for a few minutes. At 11, I go to bed and have a nice sleep. Some sentences from the pronoun he. He gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning. He brushes his teeth. He takes a bath at 6:30 and gets ready by 7 o'clock. He has breakfast at 7:15. He usually has dosa and coffee for his breakfast. He reads the newspaper for half an hour. At 9:30 he goes to his office by bus. From 10 to 6 he is at his office. Between 1:30 to 2 he has lunch with his colleagues. He returns home at 6:30, washes his face and freshen up. Then he takes a rest for a while. At 7 his mother gives him snacks and coffee. Then he goes to Vijayanagar to meet his friend Mohan and they play badminton. Later he gets back by bus, has a shower and relaxes for some time. At 9 he watches the English news on TV. At about 10 he has dinner. He doesn't watch any TV programs after dinner. At 10:30 he spends time with his parents. Afterwards he writes his diary for a few minutes. At 11 o'clock he goes to bed and has a nice sleep. Past tense, simple sentences for diary. I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I brushed my teeth. I took a bath at 6:30 and got ready by 7 o'clock. I had breakfast at 7:50. I had dosa and coffee for my breakfast. I read the newspaper for half an hour. At 9:30, I went to my office by bus. From 10 to 5:30, I was at my office. Between 1:30 to 2 p.m., I had lunch with my colleagues. I returned home at 6 p.m., washed my face and freshened up. Then I rested for a while. At 6, my mother gave me snacks and coffee. Then I went to Jainagar to meet my friend Kumar and we played table tennis. Later, I got back by bus, had a shower, and relaxed for some time. At 8 o'clock, I watched English news on TV. At about 9:30, I had dinner. I didn't watch TV after dinner. After I spent time with my parents. At 10, I checked my email and messages. Afterwards, I wrote my diary for a few minutes. At 11, I went to bed and had a nice sleep. Some sentences from the pronoun he. He got up at 6 o'clock in the morning. He brushed his teeth. He took a bath at 6:30 and got ready by 6:30. Then he performed puja. He had breakfast at 7:30. He had dosa and coffee for his breakfast. He read the newspaper for half an hour. At 9:30 he went to his office by bus. From 10 to 5:30 he was at his office. Between 1:30 to 2 he had lunch with his colleagues. He returned home at 6, washed his face and freshened up. Then he took rest for a while. At 6:30 his mother gave him snacks and coffee. Then he went to Jainagar to meet his friend Pratham and they played chess. Later he got back by bus, had a shower and relaxed for some time. At 9 he watched the English news on TV. At about 9:30 he had dinner. He didn't watch TV after his dinner. After he spent time with his parents. After he checked his email and messages. Afterwards he wrote his diary for a few minutes. At 11 he went to bed and had a nice sleep. Future tense. Simple sentences for diary. I will get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I will brush my teeth. I will take a bath at 6:30 and get ready by 7. Then I will perform puja. I will have breakfast at 7:30. I will have dosa and coffee for my breakfast. I will read the newspaper for half an hour. At 9:30 I will go to my office by bus. From 10 to 5:30 I will be at my office. Between 1:30 to 2 I will have lunch with my colleagues. I will return home at 6 o'clock, wash my face and freshen up. Then I will take rest for a while. At 7 my mother will give me snacks and coffee. Then I will go to Jainagar to meet my friend Pratham and we will play chess. Later I will get back by bus, have a shower and freshen up. At 9 o'clock, I will watch the English news on TV. At about 9:30, I will have dinner. I won't watch TV after my dinner. After that, I will check my email and messages. Afterwards, I will write my diary for a few minutes. At 11, I will go to bed and have a nice sleep. Some sentences from the pronoun he. He will get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. He will brush his teeth. He will take a bath at 6:30 and get ready by 7 o'clock. He will have breakfast at 7:30. He will have dosa and coffee for his breakfast. He will read the newspaper for half an hour. At 9:30, he will go to his office by bus. From 10 to 5:30, he will be at his office. From 1:30 to 2, he will have lunch with his colleagues. At 6, he will return home, wash his face, and freshen up. He will rest for a while. At 7, his mother will give him snacks and coffee. Then he will go to Vijayanagar to meet his friend Kumar and they will play chess. Later, he will get back by bus, have a shower, and relax for some time. At 9, he will watch the English news on TV. At about 9:30, he will have dinner. He won't watch TV after his dinner. After, he will check email and messages. Afterwards, he will write his diary for a while. At 11 o'clock, he will go to bed and have a nice sleep. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.